those who were resisting. Peasants used to enter in the house, take his account books, burned it. Okay. And as a punishment, they used to cut his nose. Okay. 1876. It was spread like wildfire up to Belgaum. Between Shirur and Belgaum, it is almost 400 kilometers. More than that. Okay. So, entire Dakkan, western part of the Dakkan is under fire. British government had to intervene and the first law against Saukari was passed. Was promulgated. Okay. So that was a powerful. Now, if you read Phule's biographies, nobody has taken cognizance of this. Nobody is trying to establish connection because there is a conspiracy to paint Phule as a social reformer.
Yes.
There is a Brahminic conspiracy to paint Phule as a social reformer and not social revolutionary. Okay. So, if you read biography of Phule, they will tell you that he dig the well for the untouchables. He started a school for the women. That is not only Phule. Phule is understanding Indian society and guiding Indian society how to fight. So Deccan riots. The year of publishing of this book and the Deccan riots subsequent. You can Shetkaran's Asu. And Phule also understood that how the peasants under whip, peasants whip. It's a rough translation we can. So he also understands how this emerging new classes are using religion to accentuate their exploitation. So he wrote another book which is Gulamgiri, slavery. How religion is used to establish their hegemonic slavery for Shudra, Ati Shudra and women. So this is what Phule was in nutshell. Okay. Ambedkar is different. By the time Ambedkar emerges in the Indian scene, one phase of capitalist development was over. Two communities, particularly Brahmin, Kayasthas, Saraswat, Vaidya in Bengal. Okay, I don't know what in Andhra Pradesh.
What profession?
Between Kayastha and Brahmin, there is one more caste. It may. You don't have Vaidyas. In Bengal and Maharashtra they are known as Western Coast, full of West. In Maharashtra, they were landlords basically. Okay. But non-veg landlords, non-veg Brahmins.
No, we don't have.
You don't have non-veg Brahmins.
We have TikTok.
In Telangana, Nizam Samsthan, Kulakarnis, Patwaris. Some Patwaris are all over Telangana.
See, Patwari is not a caste. Patwari is a Vatan. Is a post. Yeah, I can understand because Nizam was originally coming from Brahmin. He is a Brahmin convert. All Nizams, all Adil Shahs, their father was Brahmin. Yeah, to become Prime Minister of Alauddin Khilji, he embraced Islam. Okay, and after Alauddin Khilji left, he captured that kingdom, hold the entire Dakkan. And then his sons, 5 sons, divided into 5 principalities. So, the original is Brahmin. originally they are brand. Okay. So that is why no caste.
Understanding of the failure of Indian Marxists to understand Indian caste class situation, the transformation in British period. We are
Why British period?
explaining that
See,
point.
why British period?
Comparing between Phule Ambedkar's understanding and Indian Marxist understanding.
See, Phule was not adhering to any ism. He was, what to say, he was parallel to Marx.
Yeah.
Marx died in 1883. Phule died in 1889. Samakalin, contemporary. Okay. So there was no question of he becoming Marxist. Okay. He was not ignorant. His book Slavery, he devoted it to the struggle of blacks in America. So he was knowing world. Whatever was percolated up to him, he was knowing it. Okay. But in any of his writing, there is no iota of information that he knew about Marx. Okay. It is only after Russian Revolution, people in India and all over the world started knowing about Marx, not before that. Okay. So you can ask this question with regard to Ambedkar, because Ambedkar was in Europe, he was in America, okay, and 10 days they shook the world. Ambedkar, because in any of the Ambedkar writing, there is no proof that Ambedkar had taken cognizance of Russian Revolution, as far as writing is concerned, okay, or his letters are concerned. No cognizance.
But Russian village communities model, he recognized this model with a favor about the Soviet collective agricultural farms. It is latter.
Because it was fitting into his concept of welfare state. Okay. That is while coining the constitution, all these mentions and references are there. But he was in Europe at the time of Russian Revolution taking place. I said I didn't find anything that he had taken cognizance of the Russian Revolution. Taking cognizance of the Soviet agriculture system is much lacking. On the basis of that, he wrote his version of constitution, states and minorities. In that, he demands that agriculture, all agriculture in India, the whole land must be nationalized and then redistributed. This demand itself is based on Soviet understanding, Soviet Union's understanding. So that is the difference. That it is only after 30 years. Okay. So 30 years before, in 1917, he was in Europe. So it isn't different. That is what I am saying. So we can't ask this question to Phule, but we can definitely ask this question to Ambedkar. Why cognizance was not taken? But that is not very important question. Many people at that time may not be knowing, may be ignorant, and might have, that is a possibility that they might not have understood the significance of that revolution. That is also possible. Considering his age, his mindset, etc., his urban background. Okay. So Ambedkar, while he emerged on the scene of India, one phase of capitalist development was over. Two communities, particularly in Maharashtra, Mahar community and Brahmins, they were totally alienated, and a section of them had left villages and were absorbed Mahars were absorbed in all the industries and the cities, city administration founded by the British. Okay. And Brahmins were
Understand the role of Indian Marxists.
Indian Marxists. 1856. 1856.
Not only after the Ambedkar's contemporary
No.
come to the why Marxists failed to understand Indian situation and apply to Indian conditions.
See, one reason I gave you, that is Pathantar.
No, I think it's over.
Okay. One reason I gave you. So there was no literature for the Pathantar. Brahmins can do any statement when there is a literature for Pathantar. If there is nothing for recital, they can't recite. No. That is a big problem. It is not like Shudra and women and Ati Shudra who confront limitation. Okay. For Brahmins to know anything, they have to be something to read, to recite. Okay. So there was nothing.
ఉన్నదాన్ని వదిలివేయటం తప్పితే వాడు కొత్తగా నేర్చుకునేది సంఘర్షపడేది ఏమి ఉండదు.
Okay. Okay. So Ambedkar came to the scene. What was the situation? Mahars, as one section who left the village, was absorbed in new system. Brahmins who left the village were absorbed in new system. Okay, and one great phenomena took place. Both of them, instead of Vatandar, they became Vetandar. Okay, now becoming wage earner. Wage earner itself was a new concept as far as India is concerned. Because previous society there was no wage. Everybody's needs were taken care of. Okay. Everybody's needs were taken care of. So there was no unemployment. Okay. And no wage. Only barter was there. Exchange was there.
No individual property also.
Huh?
No property also.
Upper caste, these Trivarnas had individual property. But Shudras didn't have any individual property. Okay. This concept of patta, okay, concept of patta itself came after British. It is Permanent Settlement Act brought this concept of patta. Before that there was no patta. Okay. Village or villages were assigned to an officer known as a Deshmukh or Patel by the king, by the Nizam, by the Sultan, whatever it is, whatever name king had. Okay. And he had to, that officer, it was Deshmukh's duty to see that agriculture is done by these particular communities. The Kurmis will do the agriculture. Other communities, artisan communities, will provide implements. There are processing communities, they will process. Okay. The system is continuing. Okay. Whatever surplus is produced, from Deshmukh to king, it is distributed. But lower caste were taken care of their needs. Okay. So Vetan, wage was the first concept. First time the concept of wage was introduced for Brahmins also and for workers also. Brahmins who became officers, where they were earning wages. Okay. Mahars or Dalits who became workers, they were earning wages for the first time. This wage also raised consciousness. Brahmins, upper caste, while earning the wages, also wanted to continue their old supremacy in the name of religion. Many times I give an example, very light, that Mahar worker, textile worker or railway worker took his payment. Brahmin took his payment and went to Irani hotel to have tea. Okay. Now both of them are paying the same rent for the tea. Kulkarni insisted that Mahar should not sit there with him. And Mahar insisted, since he is paying the same rent, he will sit beside him, in front of him, the same table. This is how the identity crisis starts.
Same wages, but caste identity is not different.
Okay. Because identities, Brahmins, upper caste are using identity to establish his old hegemony, continuing his old hegemony in the new system.
That is the main point.
System is new, hegemony is old.
The caste system continues in this form.
No, caste system changes its form.
It's changed form. Caste eradicated
Yeah.
another period. So
It changes form
Yeah.
and continue.
you are right.
Okay. It changed its content also. Till yesterday, Kulkarni, a Brahmin, he was a village clerk. He was a Jagirdar. Okay. And Mahar was Kotwal. Jagirdar's Kotwal. Okay. So, relation was hierarchical. Now, both of them are earning wages. Okay. And paying the same price for the same tea, cup of tea. Okay. No hierarchy. Because he is working in different company, he is working in different company. Okay. What is the relation? Just because you are Kulkarni, I will not tolerate that. That is the problem.
Yes.
Now Ambedkar, unlike Phule, came from the urban society. His father was Subedar Major in Maharpaltan at Mau. Okay. So he himself was the son of a wage earner.
Yeah. That is the basis.
That is the basis. Phule was not a wage earner. Phule's time, the society was different. Because of Phule's intervention and capitalism's intervention, it changed. Okay. And the first circle of capitalist development was over. At the time of Baba Saheb, when he came, in Mumbai, 79 textile mills were there. In Mumbai, 79 textile mills were there. Almost 205,000 workers were working in textile. Half of them belonging to Mahar community. In Mumbai, more than 1 lakh workers were working in railways. Alone in Mumbai, half of them were from Mahar communities. In Mumbai port, more than 205,000 workers, 50,000 workers were working. Okay, half of them belonging to Mahar communities. So Mahar was very powerful community. Very powerful urban community. Okay. Half of the Mumbai population, almost 1/3 at least, 1/3 of the Mumbai's population was consisted of Mahars. So Baba Saheb being going to Mumbai okay, and becoming leader, for the first time, the consciousness, you can understand, of a size of a community. So when you talk about Baba Sahib, his background and this phenomena becoming urban is very important to me. That is not the case with Phule. Pune started becoming industrial town only after 1960 onwards. There was one textile mill that came, that was there in Pune, but that was founded only after Phule's death. So, till Phule was alive, Pune had it was a commercial town, maximum you can say, and education center, that you can say. Okay. It had no industrial background at all. Mumbai was an industrial town. Okay. Attracting workers, those who got alienated because of the capitalism from their own traditional occupations, in lakhs of lakhs, lakh numbers, from all over the country.
So many people from Telangana migrated from Telangana to Mumbai. This textile handicrafts community.
Entire Bhiwandi. Bhiwandi is a textile town. Okay. 70% of is Telangana. Even today, 70% of Bhiwandi, whether it is Hindu or Muslim, they are from Telangana.
Weaving community based
Padmashali. Solapur. Padmashali. In Solapur, 30% population is Padmashali, Telugu speaking. Okay. Textile town. Solapur had 10 strong textile mills. One textile mill, which was called Badi Mill, had 18,000 workers at a time in 3 shifts. 18,000. That was the biggest textile mill probably in India.
So this is the Ambedkar style.
This is Ambedkar style. So on the one hand, identity question was already there on the agenda. Urban cities were developed. Whole of Western India, capitalist development was very fast compared to Eastern India. Eastern India, the change in crop pattern brought the capitalism. Okay. Western India, it was not only change in crop pattern. Along with change in crop pattern, the industrialization, okay, and the development of roads and port and railways and etc. Okay, they created new cities, new towns. That was not, except barring Calcutta, that was not the situation in Eastern India. But Western India you take, you will find so many. Solapur is there, Chilkaranji is there, Bhiwandi is there, Mumbai is there, Ahmedabad is there, Surat is there. Okay. So many chains. So the chains, this development definitely was in benefit of rise of Ambedkar as a leader. Okay. So first question Ambedkar took was a land question and a water question. In Konkan region, Kulaba and Ratnagiri district, there was a landlordism. In Maharashtra, Konkan was the only region where there was a landlordism. since the days of Peshwas. Okay. And water and land was totally possessed by the landlords. And landlords belonging to three communities. One, Brahmin. Second, Saraswati. Third, Kayastha. Fourth, Watandar Maratha. Rao Maratha, they call themselves Rao. Okay. Four communities. Okay. And their behavior with the rest okay, was worse than the slave. If you want to fetch water and if you are not Brahmin, no water resource belonging to any other community except these four communities because they were landlords. All water resources in Konkan there is a heavy rain. Okay, but for 8 months you can have water, rainwater. Okay, remaining 4 months you have to totally dependent on land. Okay, and landlords were using two methods. One, the class position. Another, the religion.
Linked with caste?
Linked with caste. They were already upper caste. Okay. Being landlord, they were upper class also. Okay. And to defend their exploitation, they were taking benefit of religion. They were using religion. Okay. In 1925, Ambedkar went to Bihar. In 1924, he started a movement. And he started campaign against, the first movement was Khoti Virodhi Andolan. Khoti means landlordism. In Konkan, Khot is landlord. Khoti is landlordism. Okay. So freeing the people from the clutches of landlord. Okay. He started Khoti Virodhi Andolan. And all the communities, because in Konkan, Mahar is a very insignificant community, numerically. Kudmi supported, Ambedkar became leader of OBCs, not Shudra, Ati Shudra. Kudmi, Agri, Bhandari, Karadi, these were the caste who supported Ambedkar. And Ambedkar told them, these Khots, these upper caste Khots, they are using Hinduism, they are using Manusmurti, so we abandoned, we burned down. So with the support of these communities, in 1925 December 1925, Ambedkar burned Manusmurti. Many liberal landlords joined Ambedkar's movement. Subramanyam, Sahasrabuddhe, Chitale, where are the quotes?
Many persons analyze this burning of Manusmriti linked with Mahacheru Andolan, Mahacheru, Mahatag.
That is 1927. That is Mahad. Mahad is a gaon, village. It's not a community.
The tank was...
That is 1927. First, in 1925, Manusmurti was burned.
It's not linked with Mahacheru Andolan?
No. In both the places, it is the same town. Both the things took place at the same time. Sahasrabuddhe being a Chitpavan Brahmin and Khot, he supported Ambedkar and took initiative in burning down the Manusmriti. So that was the first challenge. Telling the Khots, you cannot make use of religion to continue your exploitation. Okay. At the same time, that liberal section of that community, upper caste, was also one war. After winning over that liberal section, okay, the real struggle started. That was for land and that was for water. It is not only for Mahar community. It was for everybody. It was for everybody. Okay. The so-called Ambedkarites reduce this whole phenomena into a Mahar phenomena. That is very wrong. That is belittling Ambedkar himself. That is insulting Ambedkar. Okay. And reducing Ambedkar to Mahar leader. That should not be done. That should be protested properly. Okay. So next was a. Meanwhile, these liberal courts who came with Ambedkar became part of Ambedkar movement. They gave up their land to the tillers. That is a phenomenon. They gave up their land to the tillers. They are tillers, they are called Kul in Konkani. Tillers are called Kul. Tillers belonging to Kurmi community, that is Kurmi, Mali community, Bhandari community, that is Daddy Droppers, Karadi community, that is peasant community, small community. Okay, none of them were Mahars. Okay, and Ambedkar was leading. In 1927, with the help of these liberal courts, Brahmin courts, Saraswat courts, and Kayasa courts, okay, a new movement was started, led by 4 people: Ambedkar, Narayan Nagu Patil, Shamrao Parulekar, and R.B. More. R.B. More belonged to Mahar community. Narayan Nagu Patil, who later on became the founder of Peasants and Workers' Party. Okay. And Shamrao Parulekar later joined Communist Party in 1940 and became MP of Communist Party in that area, Karan district. Okay. Mahar, that Saudar means tasty. The water was tasty. So it was called Saudar at Mahad. Okay. All the communities supported it. All the communities supported